What's going on, guys? It's your boy John the Liquidator coming back with another video. And it looked like Caitlin Clark is definitely set to lose a veteran player on her team. Guys, for this one here, we got to go all the way up to Indy. Let's get it. Let's go. Reported on earlier today, no one is pretty much safe until we get the list of who all is fully protected. Now, more news is starting to come out about who exactly will be staying with the Indiana Fever. They is going to be the talk of the town for this WNBA expansion draft. Many people want to know who will remain with Caitlin Clark and who will be leaving. That is pretty much going to be the talk of the 2025 season, because we know in January when free agency start heating up, who will stay with Caitlin and who will go, but more importantly, who is coming, dog. Now, with all that being said, the expansion draft is set for December the 6th, 2024, as the Golden State Valkyries is set to make their roster. Many teams will be affected by losing some players, and a lot of tension will be fueled between organizations and players. Because just like I told y'all earlier, bro, a player might think they good and safe, but when that list come out and you realize, damn, they didn't protect me, now you looking like a deer in headlights, because you know you on your way to Golden State. And possibly, that could be a good thing. Now, many people are speculating that Kelsey Mitchell could be on her way to Golden State, but just like I told y'all, bro, Kelsey Mitchell is going to get cored by the Fever, bro. I don't see Kelsey Mitchell going. I see her being protected and getting this max deal and staying with Caitlin. Now, for all of that, it is definitely being reported that Clark predicted to lose Indiana veteran. Yes, and I think I kind of know who it is, but let's just see what this article said before I give my 2 cents on this. Since its first round exit in the WNBA playoffs in September, the Indiana Fever has spent the offseason planning the best way to improve the team all around. Star guard Caitlin Clark, and fellow All-Star Leah Boston form an ideal young core, and new coach Stephanie White has replaced Christy Sides on the sideline, trying to get the most out of them. This week marks the deadline of one of the toughest roster decisions facing the Indiana Fever front office. Their ultimate choice will come at a cost, both on the court and perhaps off the court, and it is important that they make the right decision. With the Golden State Valkyries set to become the 13th team in the WNBA for 2025, the new franchise will construct its roster through the WNBA expansion draft. The mechanism of the draft are complicated, but they leave each exiting team with the key decision. All 12 teams had to submit a list of 6 protected players by today. From the pool of unprotected players left, the Valkyries can choose a maximum of one of them from each team. So one player from each team definitely get picked. Now, this is a video that was released today, pretty much going over this draft. Let's play it right now.
WNBA expansion has happened. Now there's a draft for the Valkyries. I know the rules of it, so you don't have to read through everything. Let's get into it. Actually, before we get into it, just know that the WNBA, as it stands in the 2024 season, has 12 teams. They've added 3 teams this year, announced them. We have the Golden State Valkyries, Toronto, and Portland. But the reason why the Valkyries are the only ones having the draft on December 6th is because they're the only ones entering the 2025 season. The other ones are for the future. So let's just focus in on the Valkyries. So I know what you're thinking. New team in town, they can just go snatch everybody up. Wrong. The 12 teams that exist right now get to protect 6 of their players. That's regardless of contract. So after each team picks 6 players for themselves, Golden State can come in and look at the rosters for the available players and pick 1 from each team. But that does not mean they have to pick 1 from each team. Okay, we're still following. So now Golden State can pick 1 player that doesn't have a contract going into 2025 and core them. In case you were wondering what a core player was, it's when teams have exclusive negotiating rights for a player. You can only be cored twice in your playing career. any player who's reached the max core, 2 years, they cannot be selected by Golden State. Think a player like Neko Ogumake. Seattle doesn't have to protect her because she can't be cored. Once expansion draft is over and they've selected their 12 players, if they want to do all 12, they function like a regular team. And that means free agency. We all know the chaos that happens with WNBA free agency. So free agency is typically around February time, but fast forward to April, Golden State Valkyries will still be able to take advantage of the collegiate draft so they can play chess and we can have a new team. I know it's a lot. I know it's confusing. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm here to help. Just think of me as your little expansion draft fairy. What?
Shout out to her for breaking it all down about the expansion draft. The protection lists are not made public, but ESPN, The Athletic, and CBS sports writers have made predictions about what each team will do among industry experts. There is a consensus on the 6 players the Fever will protect. Now, that is obviously Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, Lexi Hall, and Alyssa Smith after 4 choices in all predictions. They all are joint protected list by forward Timmy, who came on strong at the end of the season. Now, just like I reported on earlier, bro, it don't look like Dantas or Grace will be protected. Even Christy Wallace is unprotected. It said that will leave valuable pieces like Grace Berger, Dantas, and Christy Wallace unprotected. Ben Pickman and Sabrina Merchant of The Athletic were in agreement that the Valkyries will pick up Dantas, whose ability to act as a mentor in the locker room. So it looked like Dantas is definitely leaving Caitlin Clark, man. Now, I did report on that earlier, possibly taking place. If you guys have not seen that video, highly recommend you guys go and check it out. It said Dantas averaged 4.5 points per game. She was 45% from field goal, and she averaged 2.2 rebounds this season. And this is one of her highlights right here, man. It's just crazy. A lot of people was definitely predicting that Dantas will be leaving Caitlin Clark in the Fever. She did come in at, key moments, but I feel like we can get somebody, better than her. I just got to keep it real to come in and help kind of keep the team together. But she was that veteran player in the locker room. I don't believe she was like a leader of the team or anything like that. But like I stated, we don't know yet. We'll just have to wait and see. But many experts is definitely picking her to leave Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. But I want to know you guys' thoughts, man, down in the comment section. The article goes on to say the 32-year-old appeared in half of the Fever 40 games in the 2024 season, making 0 starts. However, her experience, 222 games played in 11 seasons, and ability to stretch the floor around Clark, 39% from the 3 last season, will be sorely missed. We will all find out what the Valkyries decide to do on December the 6th during the WNBA expansion draft. If the Fever does in fact leave Dantas at risk, it will be a huge show of faith in Clark and the young core to be able to move forward without the presence of a veteran. And my friends, that is the talk of discussion as Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever organization is getting prepared to make their protected 6 list. Like I stated, Grace, Christy Wallace, got to throw in Erica Wheeler in there too because she ain't protected either. And Dantas is all looking like they could possibly be headed to Golden State. And I just want to know you guys thought in the comment section below. Keep them bells on because I'm bringing the news. And until next time, man, shake the haters off. I'm out of here, baby. Peace out. Shake the haters off.